We all love specific facets of a game, so even though we all try different things every so often, there are certain things that we can't live without, and those things determine what kind of player we are. Let's find out together the main kinds of ASTRONEER players, and let me know in the comments which one reflects you more. Subscribe for weekly ASTRONEER contents, and let's jump into the first kind of player. Disclaimer, stereotypes ahead. Watch at your own risk. The True Flatter. You can find a True Flatter space at a gate portal, the best place to get true flat. He can't live on a non-leveled area and can't even think of placing a smelting furnace on unleavened terrain. When he starts the game, he opens the compass right away and heads to the closest gateway. This player is known for his patience. He could spend hours to make sure the corners of his buildings are all straight and leveled, and usually likes to color his buildings as well. He also likes to hide cables and wires. This player's perfect habitat is creative mode, where they have tons of controls on the terrain tool. The Automation Maniac. This player must automate everything at his base. He spends half of his time collecting aluminum and graphite to make auto arms that can move items for him. He always plans where each element of his base go and makes sure he has buttons and sensors at his disposal. His contraptions may not be overly complicated, but they're certainly functional. He's constantly looking for ways to automate more or improve his existing contraptions. You can recognize him because he certainly has a switch to turn lights on and off at his base. He rarely uses the terrain tool. He prefers to collect items by using auto extractors, and there's no hole for collecting resources at his base. He surely has an automated storage system. The Engineer. This player, also known as the Logic Guy, is different from the Automation Maniac, as he thinks bigger. He's not necessarily interested in automating his base. Rather, he wants to create huge contraptions that may have little to do with the game mechanics themselves, but still serve a purpose. He spends most of his time in creative, because the amount of resources and items he needs is just out of this world. You can see him wiring cables and aligning power gates most of the times, and he enjoys figuring out why a contraption is not working as expected and finding a way to fix it. He may not have a working smelting furnace at his base, but he certainly has a wall of power sensors and logic gates. The Explorer. This player is never settling down. All his resources gathering is finalized to explore further. He's very likely to have a large shuttle to help him move items when traveling to another planet, and he enjoys riding his hoverboard. He spends most of his resources in hydrogen that helps him explore further away. He likely has a decent base on most planets, and he never stays too long in the same spot. The Bomber. This player definitely has a base on Calidor. This because he craves for dynamite and always has one or more atmospheric condensers gathering sulfur. He prints dozens of silos of TNT, which he uses in place of his terrain tool to dig to the core of the planets or just for fun. Usually he lives in a flat area because no mountain is safe with him, and he pilots a Bomber VTOL. His natural enemy is the Solo, guilty of being a small moon easy to be destroyed. A Bomber always has a save file named So Long the Solo, where he places dynamite all around the moon and courageously fights against the lag of his console. The Serial Hoarder. You can bet this player has all pieces of the chessboard. He might even have 2 full sets of those. He loves this kind of storage, where he displays all the marbles he has found. He might even have an area of his base where he keeps all the different minerals and research aids he's found in years of exploration. He's very concerned about unlocking rewards and enjoys exploring all planets. He's probably found any glitch that will provide him multiple copies of the same snail. The Gang Player. He never plays alone. He's always waiting for someone to join his game. He only plays alone to create challenges and minigames to be played later with friends. He's known in every single server and is always down for new challenges. I appreciate that you're watching my videos. If you're one of the many viewers who did not subscribe yet, please consider subscribing to support this channel for free. The Miner. This player enjoys digging tunnels and exploring the intestines of the planet. He has an intricate cave system, but he never gets lost. He loves to add lights to his mineshaft and doesn't work much with true flag. He might have a number of rovers where each serves a different purpose and they're full optional. Pavers, drills, storage, winches that he uses to explore or collect items and resources that he finds. He rarely sees any sunlight as he is too busy looking for goodies down in the caves. The Biter. This player is only concerned about one thing: break the catalog bytes counter. He has an army of research chambers working day and night to collect bytes. He has already unlocked all items in the game, so he's not doing it for that purpose. He just wants to see the longest line of number 9 ever. He likely has a huge base for research on Glacial, because research items here are very valuable. It would have been better on Aatrox, but nobody likes it. The Challenger. This player always finds a new way to break the limits. He might try to go to the sun using a catapult, beat the game without using the terrain tool, or trying to reach the core in the shortest time possible. He might even try to start the game on a different planet. No day is a boring day to him. Each day is just a new, exciting challenge. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and if you're wondering what kind of player I am, I feel like I'm a miner, as I like to create and explore caves and I rarely have a base without a roof. I also have all different kinds of rovers. Let me know in the comments what kind of player you are, and watch these videos next for more funny ASTRONEER content. Stay safe.